These precautions that I'm going to tell you are very easy to follow. They're very simple things that I do, but they really do work and they make a difference. Hello guys, if you're new here, my name's Nina, I'm 28 years old and I just moved to the UK from Australia. I moved over here a few months ago and I've definitely gone into London a few times since coming. We're living at the moment about an hour outside of London, and I definitely do take a lot of precautions when traveling into London or any sort of very populated area. And so far it's kept me safe and it's kept me from getting any of my belongings stolen. So I thought I would share some things with you because there's a few things that I do that I've not really seen online. Some things I do that I have seen online, of course, but yeah, quite a few things that I haven't. So I thought I would share some tips on how I stay safe in London, particularly traveling around alone because I have done that a couple times now as well, and how I've never had my phone or belongings stolen. Okay, let's jump straight into it. Now the first one I'm going to mention, it is a very obvious one, a lot of people are doing this, but I thought it was worth mentioning because it's one of the main things to do to keep your phone safe, and it's using a phone lanyard. I have definitely seen some people using phone wristbands, and I recently heard of someone who got their phone snatched and they had a wristband, and I just don't feel like they're as effective. So I have an actual lanyard. It's not the most prettiest thing, you can definitely get different colors, but to be honest, I don't really care if it goes with my outfit or not, if it means I'm gonna keep my phone and not get it stolen. So this is pretty simple. You just put it around some people just put it around their head, some people put it around their arm like this. This is how I personally wear mine. And then you've got the little hook on the back, and it comes with this black thing that I've got on the back here that sticks out of your phone case with a little clip. This one here actually does have an adhesive on the other side of it, so you can stick it on the outside of your phone case as well, but I didn't want to have it so permanent, so I put it inside my phone case without using the adhesive sticker, and it still stays on fine because obviously it's bigger than my actual phone case opening down here. And then it literally can't be more simple. You just clip it on, and even if you're using your phone out in public like this, it's not going to get snatched. You can hold it as loosely as you like. You don't have to be holding it like this so it doesn't get snatched, because even if someone went to take it, it's attached to you, it's not going anywhere. As I move on to the other things that I do, there are definitely things that I do to make this even more secure, because I just take all the precautions I can, and I find these precautions very easy to follow, so why wouldn't I do it, just in case? I will then, once I've hooked my phone to the lanyard, you can just keep it dangling, but it's a little bit annoying dangling when you're walking and it's on your leg. So then I will tuck it into a pocket or into the pocket of my bag. And again, it doesn't matter where you put it as long as it's connected to the lanyard, because even if someone yanks it out of your pocket, they're not going to be able to take it because you've got it on a lanyard. Pretty simple. Now the second thing that I do is I always put my bag and my lanyard for my phone on before I put my coat or jacket on. Obviously this is a very seasonal thing. Right now it's winter here in the UK, so I am wearing a coat. But I think even in the summer, if you're wearing a light shirt or a light jacket, so it's still something that you can do. But I just add that as an extra layer, particularly for my bag, while I do wrap them both around my head and my arm. It makes it less obvious. It makes it less in view, your bag, of anyone else seeing it. It's just something that I do. And typically when you go inside and you might want to take your bag off, you're also taking your coat off because it's warm inside. So that's just an extra precaution that I take as well when traveling around London or around populated areas. The third thing that I do is keeping my bag zips in front of me. So when I put my bag around my head and around my shoulder, I make sure that the zips are facing forward and not back. So then if it did for some reason twist to the back, no one's going to be opening the zip behind me and getting something out of my bag. This is another thing that I see a lot of people doing in popular areas, and I don't really understand how people can do this and still feel safe, but that is wearing headphones or earphones. I do know some people who just wear earphones and they won't do the sound cancelling headphones, but I still don't feel safe wearing just earphones in a public area. Already there's a lot going on. There's a lot of like noises around you. I feel like just adding music or adding something to your ears hinders your hearing, and I just don't know how you can stay as alert with anything around you. So something that I'll never do is I'll never use earphones or headphones out in public, especially walking around London. If ever I need to stop to check my phone for directions or to get something out of my bag or to have a drink of water, I will always find a wall or a corner, step off to the side, put my back to the wall, and then do what I need to do. I'll never stop in the middle of the street. I'll never stop where like my back is exposed. Just don't feel safe having my back exposed. So I always stop on the side, away from like people constantly walking, you know, past me on both sides. And having my back to the wall means that I'm aware of my surroundings, and it makes it easier for me to be aware of my surroundings when I'm not fully concentrating on just what's around me and I'm trying to do something else. Something that I did do the last time I went into London by myself was, it was raining briefly and I had a hood on my jacket and I put my hood up, and it was one of those ones that clips at the front. I found that when I did that, I wasn't able to hear as well. Whenever I moved my head side to side, there was like the rubbing of the material and it was very like loud in my ears. So I just felt like I wasn't as aware of my surroundings with my hood up. Also, it kind of stops your peripheral vision a little bit as well with the particular hood that I had, and I feel like with most hoods. Zips on pockets. So if you're going to use your pockets, which I do use my pockets just to make life a little bit easier for things that I need to get to, I will definitely use the jacket pockets that I have. But the jacket that I use when I'm in this kind of environment is one that has zips on it. Whenever I have anything inside my pockets, I always have the zip closed. I feel like that's just kind of a basic one. Never put anything in a pocket that doesn't have a zip. It goes without saying. Kind of following on from the having zips on your pockets, I always keep things easy to reach. So for example, I do have like my wallet in my bag, but to get to my wallet, I have to open one zip, open the next zip, sift through a few cards to find like maybe my EFTPOS card that I want to use. And that can take a while and you're quite distracted doing it. And again, it kind of leaves you in a more vulnerable state. Kind of want to always be keeping on the move as much as possible. Something that I will do is put my EFTPOS card or my phone or even my camera if I'm out filming in my pocket with the zip on it. So then it's secure with the zip, but it's very easy for me to like quickly pull out and use for something, especially like when you're tagging on and off of the train. If you need to use your phone to tag on and off or a card, it's better to just have it easily accessible but safe rather than having to pull over and find it and pull it out of your bag. Something else that you won't ever catch me doing is being super distracted on my phone while I'm on the bus or waiting for the bus or on the train waiting for the train. Again, if I'm sitting on the train or sitting on the bus, I'm being aware of who is coming in and out of the train or bus, who is walking past, who is sitting next to me. I do see a lot of people like having their headphones on or having their earphones on and watching something on their phone, and I just feel like, how can you be vigilant and aware of your surroundings if you're doing that? Something that I'll do is I'll definitely just like, I might go on my phone for a second or two to check some notifications, but I won't ever be like zeroed in on my phone, like doom scrolling and like not fully aware of what I'm doing. The last thing that I do to keep myself safe while in public, especially in London, is I use a little trick, which I don't know, I've never really heard anyone else talk about this, but it might be a common knowledge thing. I don't know, let me know in the comments. When I'm walking, if I want to check behind me or be aware of who might be walking behind me or if anyone's following me, I will use like the windows on buildings that I walk past to see the reflection of what's behind me without being too obvious and like fully like turning to look behind. So let me know down in the comments below if this has been helpful or if you have any other tips that you want to share as well with anyone watching this video that I haven't addressed. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you in the next one.